who are you even supposed to be at work? Have you ever wondered the same? The very first time I had a coaching session, this was the question that my first client asked me. And it took me by surprise because up until that point, I always believed the answer was so obvious because you just need to be yourself. Who else would you want or supposed to be? But ever since that first coaching session, I've come to hear this question so many times from so many people, regardless of their level of seniority. Because maybe for you, it's the same. Maybe you got a promotion. Maybe people see your success stories on LinkedIn. Maybe there's a nice salary. There is a nice sounding title. And maybe there's the belief within you that, hey, I need to be a professional because now I also need to have the answers. I need to lead my team. I need to be able to motivate and inspire. I need to come up with solutions. And I'm doing my best. But you also look around you at other people and you come to see and believe that everybody else seems to have it really together. Everybody else seems to sleep through the night not being anxious, unlike you. Because you wake up in the middle of the night and you wonder, am I good enough? Do I really know what I'm doing? Who am I supposed to be when I'm at work? Who is this professional me? Because I'm supposed to know. And it's such a fascinating question because who are you really supposed to be? In this video, I will give you some ideas that can maybe help you reflect and can help you see this topic in a whole different light. Because who you are is who you are. So let's look at it from a different angle. What if you go to work and the person you are supposed to be is simply a coat, a piece of clothing that you put on in the morning? What if it becomes a performance? What if it feels like it's not actually you because it feels like you even speak differently? And then what happens when you get home and you see your family or your partner? Do you feel like you're a different person, whether you're a partner or a parent, versus the person you are supposed to be at work? Or are you maybe the same person? Take it one step further because your kids go to sleep, your partner is busy with other activities. So now you are on your own. You get to rest. You watch something on Netflix. But who are you in this very moment? Are you fundamentally a different person than the person you are at work? Are you fundamentally a different person than when you are with your partner or with your kids? Maybe some behaviors are different. Maybe some of the things you do are different. And maybe it's true that at work you use a different vocabulary because your kids don't care about PowerPoint presentations. But what if instead of always wondering who and how you are supposed to be, what if not constantly worrying whether you need to put on another layer and perform for someone? What if we could simply get rid of these layers of pressure that you put on yourself? Because if you really listen deeply or look deeply, you may also come to see or come to realize that most of this is a story you tell yourself. Most of this is the storyteller in your mind that is telling you, hey, you're supposed to be a professional. You're supposed to know what you're doing. You're supposed to be. It's always a supposed to be. It's this moment when you ask yourself, what if or I should? And that often leads to misery. That often leads to frustration or sometimes even to anxiety. If you were to let go of these layers that you put on yourself, if that was maybe possible by recognizing that the stories you tell yourself are nothing but that, stories, they are a piece of fiction, then maybe you can also start letting go of this pressure because after all, fundamentally you are who you are and who you are is perfectly fine, is perfectly good, is perfectly valuable. Because if you don't see this, then you will always lead and live from this place of lack instead of leading a life from this place of abundance, because this abundance is not out there. It doesn't have to do with your salary, but it's about seeing that who you are is perfectly fine the way you are. So start by observing these thoughts, these stories that you tell yourself. Recognize it isn't always the truth. Recognize that it's literally a story, a piece of fiction. It's like a book that you can put back in a shelf. And maybe that helps you find this sense of ease, sense of comfort. Even confidence isn't something you find outside because it's within you. Ask yourself, who are you when you're not in this situation? Who are you when you're on your own? Is there a different person hidden within you? Or is it in the end maybe all the same underlying awareness? Is it the same fundamental truth that guides you through your life, through your day? And maybe that can be helpful because it's not about pressuring you. It's not about falling into this trap of thinking that everyone has their act together, but only you don't, because that's not the truth. Take a deep breath, think about it, start observing your thoughts. That's always the most helpful thing you can do. Accept that these thoughts and these ideas appear. Don't judge yourself for that. Again, this was a condensed version of my idea. And if ever you want to dig deeper into this topic, leave a comment. I'm really happy to respond. I'm also happy to hear from you. My website is linked in the description of this video. But for now, I thank you so much for watching and being here with me for this couple of minutes. And I hope to see you soon again. Take care.